first order and non-first order NMR spectra. When NMR multiplet signal of NMR spectrum shows the intensity ratios according to the Pascal's triangle or the binomial calculated intensity pattern, then it is known as first order NMR spectrum. Likewise, if the value of chemical shift difference by coupling constant, that is del mu by J, for the interacting multiplet signal is equal to or greater than 10, then the signal will be in the first order pattern. As the value of del mu by J it decreases from 10, that is del mu by J is less than 10, then the intensity ratio it gets distorted. So this distorted pattern it is known as non-first order NMR spectrum. With that, the distorted pattern of the intensity ratios, they can be observed maintaining the roof effect. So to understand the roof effect, we will consider this example in which this group X is different from that of Y. So for this CS2 group, the triplet will be in the different chemical shift than that of this CS2 group's triplet. So their chemical shift difference, that is del mu by J, for 600 MHz instrument is greater than that of 10. So for 600 MHz instrument it will be first order. So in first order these two triplets are visible clearly. So when we decrease the instrument operating frequency towards its half, so it will become 300 MHz instrument. In that case, these two triplets will get closer to each other like this, in which the delta mu value will get decreased. So the delta mu by J value it will also get decreased, then it will become less than that of 10. So it will become non-first order. In this, if you observe carefully, then the outer spikes here it is getting decreased and the inner spikes it is getting increased, as here in this figure. With that, if we decrease more to this instrument operating frequency, then here it will be 150 MHz. This two multiplet signal, they will again come more closer to each other with more decrement in the outer spikes and more increment in the inner spikes, which results to this kind of roof kind of shape. And likewise at 60 MHz the two multiplet will come even closer and the inner spikes will be the longest one and that of the outer spikes will be the short one. So with the expense of the outer spikes, inner spikes intensity it is getting increased, so that leads to the roof kind of shape which is called roof effect. So with the help of roof effect, this distorted intensity pattern can be observed. So with the help of this example, we can understand that at high field NMR instrument the pattern observed is first order pattern. With this short discussion on the first order and the non-first order NMR spectra, we will move towards the Poppel notation, where it labels each nucleus with that is nucleus which is NMR active with a letter of alphabet, that is letters like A, B, N, M, X, Y. So to understand the Poppel notation of NMR spectra, it is necessary to learn two important terminology, that is coupling system and spin systems. Here, to understand this two terminology, we will take the help of the examples. As in this example, we have chlorine this side and bromine this side, which leads to two kinds of proton. So we will have a two spin system here. That is, these two protons will be in the different environment to that of these two protons over here, and these two protons will be in the different environment. So these two protons will couple with these two protons over here, and similarly for these two protons. So they are coupling with each other, that is, it has one coupling system. Together it is two spin coupling system. Likewise, we can consider another example. Here in this case we have CH3CH2, which is in one coupling system. Likewise here CH2 CHCl2, that is, here this CH2, this two protons over here and this one proton over here, they are two spin with one different coupling system. So two isolated, that is 1 and 2, two isolated coupling system having two spins each of them. Likewise, we can see another example in which here, if we see, then we have this molecule over here. Here this proton, if we number it as 1, then this will be 2, 3. Likewise, we will have a 1, 2, 3 spin, and this all three will couple with each other. So these three spins together it will make one coupling system. And apart from that, here we have proton over here. Here also we have proton. This proton is in the different environment to that of this one proton over here. So this one proton and this one proton both are in the same environment. So that leads to two protons. This two proton will have a doublet as it will couple with this two proton over here. So two proton doublet, and these two protons here doublet. Two protons doublet, this two proton it will give doublet. So here this two protons and these two protons, it has two spin system and one coupling system. Likewise, they will have a one coupling system over here, and here another coupling system. So two coupling system. With that, we will move towards the Pople notation for one spin system. It is represented by An, where this N denotes the number of proton. Likewise, if we take the example here, CHCl3, one proton A1, here CH2Cl2, two protons we have A2, three protons A3, four protons A4. Likewise, for A4 we have other examples like Cl, CH2, CH2Cl, X, that is para-substituted benzene ring, here also A4 system. And if we take the examples for A5, then it will be this pentagonal ring over there, and for benzene ring, that is A6. And likewise for A6 we have other examples, CH3, 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 CO, CH3, likewise CH3O, CH3. With that, we will move towards the Pople notation for two spin system, and it is represented by ANXM, where the value of N and M will be according to the multiplicity of the signals. Like for that, we will consider this table over here. If signal 1 is triplet, signal 2 is quadret, then triplet, quadret, triplet we will just lower one value, and we will write that 2 for A, that is value of N. So triplet will get 2 and quadret will get 3. Likewise, we can write it in other form like A3x2. So both way it can be written down. Another one, doublet. So doublet means we have to write the value of N and X, just lowering one value. That is, doublet means we have to write the value 1. So A1 X1. So 1 it is not written down. So AX. With that, triplet, doublet. So triplet means we'll write the value 2. So A2X or AX2 it can be written as. Triplet, it will be A2X2. For doublet, septet means it will have a 7. So 7, lowering one value will get doublet for 1. So A1 x6. Likewise we can write A6x. With that we will move towards the other examples which will give the ideas more about the Pople notation for the two spin systems, in which we have this example where bromine at the both side and 4 CH2 in the middle. So this among 4 CH2, this 2 CH2 will be in the same environment and this 2 CH2 will be in the same environment. So this 4 hydrogen, they will give triplet, and this 4 hydrogen at the extreme side, they will give another triplet. So 4 hydrogen triplet, 4 hydrogen triplet. So it has a 2 spin system. Alright, so if it has a 2 spin system, then it will be of AX type and it is triplet. So lowering one value each will get A2X2. Likewise, we can consider another example in which we can see over here these two protons will be in the same environment to that of these two protons. So 4 protons are in the same environment. So these 4 protons will be also in the same environment. So these 2 protons will couple with these protons, neighboring proton. So this will give a triplet. So 4 protons together with 4 protons, it will give triplet. Similarly, these 4 protons, they will give triplet. So it is AX and triplet 2, that is A2X2. Likewise, another example, if you see here, then we will have this molecule. In this, 2 bridgehead protons, they are in the same environment with each other. So 2 protons over there, these protons are in the environment of 1 2 3 4 5 6 proton. So this proton, bridgehead proton, will give a septet signal. So that septet multiplicity for 2 hydrogen, and for this 2 proton over here, they will be in the environment of these two bridgehead protons. So due to these 2 neighboring protons, they will give a triplet signal. Likewise, this 2 proton here, same environment to each other. All this together, it will form 6 proton. They will give triplet signal. So here also 2 spin system. So 2 spin, that is AX system, in which one is having triplet, another is having septet. So reducing one value each to their multiplet, we will get, for triplet we will get value 2 and for septet we will get value 6. So A6X2, or it can be written as A2X6. Likewise, we may move forward with another example in which we have this molecule, these 2 bridgehead protons, like what we have considered above, will be in the different environment to that of this all protons over here at the edge. So these 2 protons, they are in 1 2 3 4 5 6 protons environment. So they will give 2 protons will give septet, and for this edge proton, they are all together, it is 12, which are in the environment of this bridgehead proton. So here only one bridgehead proton at once, so they will 12 proton, they will give doublet signal. Likewise, we can consider another example. In this, we have this 4 bridgehead proton. They are, if we consider one bridgehead proton, then it is in the environment of this 2 proton. Likewise, this way 2 proton, and in this way also 2 proton. Altogether, one bridgehead proton, it is in the environment of 6 proton. So that bridgehead proton, it will give septet signal. So altogether it has 4 bridgehead proton. So 4 as it will give septet proton, septet of signals. And for this proton here, it has been 12 this kind of proton. So this proton, if we consider over here, this way one bridgehead proton, another way one bridgehead proton. So together it will make a triplet signal. So 12 this kind of proton, they will give triplet signal. Triplet and septet, it will have A2X6, that is, they can be written in the form of A6X2. Now we will move towards another topic for two-spin system, that is magnetic non-equivalence in two-spin system. Say we have considered the benzene ring, that is substituted benzene rings before. So here in the substituted benzene ring, that is ortho homo substituted benzene ring, this protons, if we numbered it as A types of proton, then this proton will also be A types of proton. Likewise, if this is X, then this will be also be X type of proton. So two A types of proton, they will couple with the X type of proton, and they will give two A types of proton will give doublet, because it is ortho coupling, so it will be 8 Hz. Now for X type of proton, there are two X type of proton, so it is 2X type of proton, they will give doublet signal with 8 Hz of their coupling constant. With that, doublet both, so it will be AX system. Now if we consider this, all four protons are in the different magnetic environment, that is like this, in which all these four protons are in the different magnetic environment, then this will be A, this will be A dash. Likewise, if it is X, then it will be X dash. So with that, this two hydrogen, that is two proton of A types, they will have here, this A will couple with this X, will give doublet. Another, this A will couple with this X dash over here, so they will give another coupling constant and another doublet. So it will be having a two A types of proton, they will be having a doublet signal with coupling constant. With this it is 8 Hz, and with this meta, that is 2 Hz. Likewise for X type of proton, it is coupling with this A types of proton and A dash type of protons here in the meta position. With that, it will give doublet of doublet, that is 8 and 2 Hz. And altogether it is written as doublet of doublet, it can be written as A dash X dash as a Poppel notation. Again, if we consider to the para substituted benzene ring, in which different substitution is there, that is heterodiol substitution for the benzene ring. In the para position, we have this A types of proton, then this will be of A dash type of proton for the magnetic non-equivalence. So with that, this proton over here, if it is X type, then this will be of X dash type. With that, this A will couple with this X type of proton, and it will give a doublet signal. And that for A types of proton, if it couples with the X dash type of proton, it will give another doublet, but it is 1 2 3 4 5 bond coupling, so it will be, that is para coupling of proton. Their coupling constant will be very low, that is less than 1. Now here we will have doublet with this and doublet with this, so it will be two A types of proton, they will give doublet of doublet with 8 Hz with this ortho coupling, and for this para coupling it will be 0.5 Hz. Likewise, it is doublet of doublet. Likewise, in the case of X type of proton, it will couple with this A types of proton over here in this ortho position, and for this para position it is A dash type of proton. With that, it will be doublet of doublet, and it will have a coupling constant for ortho, that is 8 Hz, and 0.5 for the para coupling. So with that, doublet of doublet for two protons of A type and doublet of doublet for two protons of X type, that is A dash and X dash. So these all are the magnetic non-equivalence in the two-spin system. With that, we will move forward to the three-spin system, where we can see their notation as AMX. So this is also called AMX system, where their multiplicity, they can be AX, MY, XZ. Now for this we will consider this example over here, in which we have three types of proton, that is altogether it will be 3-spin system, where this A types of proton, it will have doublet of doublet due to this M types of proton and this X type of proton. So respective coupling constant will be 3J A with trans proton, that is 18 Hz trans coupling, and with this cis coupling it will be 3JAM, it will be 12 Hz. Likewise for M types of proton we will have doublet of doublet, so with that we will have a coupling constant 3JMA 12 Hz, that is cis coupling, and 2JMX, that is 2-bond coupling for this geminal proton, that is 2 Hz. Likewise for X type of proton we will have doublet of doublet with this proton and this proton here, so that is 3XA, and it is 18 Hz. With that 2JXM, it is 2 Hz. Likewise, to represent this coupling constant, we can draw a triangle like this, in which if we place the A types of proton over here, then this longest length afterwards we will get X type of proton. So A and X, they will have a highest coupling constant, that is 18 Hz in this side. So here it is M types of proton, here 12 Hz, that is cis coupling. With that this is geminal coupling 2 Hz. Now winding up with this topic, we will consider, in case of non-first order, the patterns of Pople notation will be slightly different. So that difference we will just see here. The Pople notation, if it is delta mu by J, that is chemical shift by coupling constant, is less than 10, then it will be non-first order, that we have seen already. And if it is greater than 10, then it will be first order, in which we have seen that for 1-spin system it is of AN, and 2-spin system it is of ANXM or AMXN, and for 3-spin system it is AMX system. Now for non-first order, for 1-spin system it is similar, that is AN. For 2-spin system it is ANBN or AMBN, which we have already done for in the case of first order, but here in the case of non-first order it will be of AA-BB-. Likewise we will write, and for 3-spin system it will be of ABC system, which will be slightly different from that of the first order. So with that, to this Pople notation, we will now consider some of the examples as a problem. Here this question, it is asked in NET December 2011. In this question we have the proton NMR spectrum of AX3 exhibits lines at delta is equals to 2.1 and 2.3 ppm for X type of proton, and delta is equals to 4.1, 4.3, 4.5 and 4.7 ppm for A types of proton, measured from TMS with an instrument operating frequency at 100 MHz. The chemical shift in ppm of A and X protons and the coupling constant in Hz are respectively. We need to find the chemical shift in ppm and the coupling constants in Hz. So they have given that for their chemical shift value 4.4 and 2.2, and with their coupling constant value 220 for option number A. Likewise in option number B we have different values. So with that we will move towards the question to find our answer. Now we can represent this question in the form of like this kinds of multiplicity, where it will be doublet around 2.1 and 2.3 with their peaks, and for 4.1, 4.3, 4.5, 4.7 they will have their peaks of quartet multiplicity. So they can be represented as like this in 100 MHz instrument. Now they have asked about the coupling constant with their chemical shift value. If we see these peaks carefully, then here for this doublet we can observe this middle line which I have produced, that will exactly crosses by touching the 2.2 here. Now for this doublet the chemical shift will be at 2.2. That we can calculate by just adding with this two number by dividing with that. So we will get 2.2 from there also, but with this figure also we can calculate. And from this quadrant at the middle, if we produce one line, that will exactly matches with the 4.4. Similarly we can calculate it by adding all these values and dividing it with 4. We will get 4.4 as a chemical shift value for this quadrant line, quadrant signal over here. And since we know for 100 MHz instrument 1 ppm is equals to 100 Hz, so here if we see the difference between these two peaks over here, that will be around 0.2 ppm. Now we need to find the J, that is coupling constant, in the value of Hertz. So for that we need to multiply it with 100. We will get the value of J is equals to 20 Hz. Now if we see the options with that in our hand as a 20 Hz, then we will have a option A and option D as a 20 Hz as their value in the coupling constant. Rest others, they will get cancelled because their coupling constant value it doesn't matches with the answer what we have calculated here in this case. So now with that here it is 4.3 and 2.1, that is not the answer, but here 2.2 and 4.4 it is the answer. So with that we have option A as a correct answer for this question. And here if we see again this AX3, that is A will get a quadrant peak and this X3 it will get a doublet peak. Likewise here we can see for this question the delta mu by J, that is delta mu by J value. So for quadrant it is at 4.4 and at doublet its chemical shift is at 2.2. So their chemical shift difference will be at 2.2 ppm. Likewise their chemical shift in Hertz, it will be around 2.2 into 100, that will be 220 Hertz. So if it is 220 Hertz, then our coupling constant is 20 Hertz. So dividing it with 220 Hertz by 20 Hertz, we will get 11, that is greater than 10. So here we got delta mu by J is greater than 10. So this peak what we have represented here in this figure, it is of first order. So with this question we will move forward with another question in which we can see that for this question here it is an AX system gives 4 lines at 4.7 4.6 1.12 and 1.0 ppm away from the TMS using an NMR spectrometer operating at 100 MHz. What are the values of JAX, that is JAX in Hertz and delta AX in ppm respectively? So we need to find only two values. So they have given the 4 options. Let us first calculate the value and then we will approach with the answer. Now here they have given the two 4.72 and 4.6, one doublet and another one 1.12 and 1.10 ppm, one doublet here. So that two doublets we can represent in the NMR spectrum as like this here. So with that we will get from here the chemical shift value, that is around 1.06 ppm, and for this over here we will get the chemical shift value, that is around 4.72 plus 4.6 by 2, that is 4.66 ppm. Likewise we can calculate the value of coupling constant for these two doublets, where for this doublet here the separation between these two peaks will be 1.12 minus 1.10, that will be 0.12 ppm, and for this 100 megahertz instrument 1 ppm will be equals to 100 hertz, that we already know. So J will be equals to 0.012 into 100 hertz, that will be 12 hertz. Similarly, for this peak over here, that is doublet multiplicity, here we can calculate the coupling constant as 4.7 minus 4.6. J will be equals to 12, 0.12 ppm, and J will be equals to 0.12 into 100 hertz, that will be JAX will be 12 hertz. Similarly, now moving towards the delta AX value, that is the difference in the chemical shift value measured from the center of these two doublets. Likewise, here in this case we have this doublet chemical shift, it is 4.66 ppm, and for this doublet it is 1.06 ppm. Now the difference will result as the value of delta X, that is 3.6 ppm. So with that 3.6 ppm as a value of delta X and J is equals to 12 hertz, we have option A as a correct answer. With these questions in our hand, if you like my videos, don't forget to share it to your friends and give thumbs up right down below. Thank you.